So this guy right here, he's trespassed. He's just following orders. And we saw what happened in Nuremberg, the people that just following orders. Do you know what Nuremberg?
I do know Nuremberg.
Okay, do you know what they told people that were just following orders? That doesn't cut it. That's not an excuse. So he's trying to trespass an entire group of people, and now...
It's not your fault.
You guys detectives?
Huh?
You guys detectives?
No.
Councilmen?
Nope.
What do you guys do? You guys look fancy as hell.
Thanks. Just businessmen.
Oh,
City businessmen.
cool. What kind of business? Do you mind if I ask?
No, we're out of here.
All right, cool. Businessmen, you guys keep it up. I like businessmen. I don't like the government people.
Man, right here, big guys competition.
Who? So they can joke with the fancy pants. They joke with the fancy pants, but they can't talk to. They're trespassing an entire group of people. This guy doesn't even know the Constitution. Hey, what?
Can I have a conversation here?
Can I have a conversation?
You have?
I am, and I'm going to continue to have a conversation because it's my First Amendment right to do so. I just have my rights violated by these people. Look at his sneakers. Look at this old guy's sneakers. What are you thinking, dog?
I'm pretty hip.
You're not hip. That's why I pointed that out. You're a loser sellout. What's your name? What's your name?
My kids think I'm
What's
hip.
your name?
My kids think I'm hip.
Are you a representative?
Yeah. Hey. No,
Are you a representative?
Don't back up. I'm trying to talk to you.
I don't want you to be so close.
So
creepy men coming up to me is not something that I'm into.
Yeah. But
Who are you? Who are you?
You're asking me who I am?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Mike Turpin. Turpen. And
I'm Will Turbin. Nice to meet you.
Okay. So when you run for office,
touch my hand.
Okay. When you run for office, you need to say it's Turpin time.
Okay. You're running for office. What?
When I ran for office, my slogan was "It's time for Turpin. It's Turpin time."
And so what do you do in the government?
No, I was district attorney.
District attorney
in Muskogee.
Okay.
A long time ago. But my slogan is my name is Mike Turpin, so my slogan was "It's time for Turpin. It's Turpin time."
So you take
his
your
name is Turpin.
That's right.
So I'm simply saying, I'm giving him.
So we'll team up.
No, wait. Yeah, I'm giving you some political advice. When he runs for office, state representative or councilman or whatever you need to say, it's Turpin time.
I will do that.
Not Turpin time. Turpin time.
That's right.
Okay.
And now, how seriously did you take your oath to the Constitution when you became district attorney?
Well, I was DA. That's a long time ago. I was DA. Took it seriously, and then I ran for office here in Oklahoma City. I ran for Attorney General of the state of Oklahoma. My slogan was still "Time for Turpin." It's Turpin time.
And did you put a lot of people away for drugs and weapons?
No, that's not what I did.
What did you do?
I challenged every utility company in this state.
How so?
Well, I wanted to make sure they weren't overcharging the ratepayers on utility rates.
Okay.
So my job, I felt like as Attorney General, was the great protector, and I would protect the consumers.
And how would you protect from these utility corporations?
Well, I would challenge them to come in and prove, why they need a utility rate increase. And I would challenge them to bring in experts to prove it. And then I brought in experts to challenge their experts.
Do you think that...
I was the first Attorney General in state history to bring in experts to challenge the experts of the utility companies to say, before you charge our ratepayers another dime...
Shouldn't there be more than... Shouldn't we have a free market and there be more than one utility company? That way they can't just strong arm us?
I heard you. There's countless utility companies. I mean, right here in Oklahoma, you got PSO, you got OG&E,
sure.
You got ONG. Hey, where are you folks all from?
We're from all over the place.
No.
We all came from all over the country.
Literally all over.
Yeah, let me say something to you.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Can I come a little closer? Is that okay?
Well,
So
sure, yeah. But
say hello.
But thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Because I told Mr. Turbin here that I'm on the board here.
Yeah.
And I don't get paid anything. I'm just
what
on
about
I'm a volunteer? Let me finish
sure.
real quick. We're gonna ask about what we believe is.
Yeah. We're gonna ask why are we not welcoming here? It keeps us. We specifically are not welcoming here.
What we believe in here is 27 years ago, we tried to turn our darkest hour into our finest hour, based on how we respond.
Now that can't happen because you're excluding certain citizens from participating in an area that gets federal funds.
Right.
We'll come down here.
No, I don't want to come down here. We want to be able to, because I was telling this gentleman, I'm sorry to pick it on you, but give me one more second. Please give me one more second, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the reason I was talking to this gentleman, and that's why I interrupted you, and it had nothing to do with you. The reason I'm talking to this gentleman is because they trespassed us from a place that gets federal funds without a crime.
I'm just going to show you the survivor tree.
No, I've been to the memorial before, but this is the problem we're dealing with now. We're being excluded right now, and when the law is applied subjectively, that's the definition of fascism. You're not caring. I'm telling you, you're the DA. We should prosecute this guy.
No, I used to be a DA. I'm not a DA.
Well, you got buddies, you still got friends.
But let me say one thing to you.
Sure.
Here's the most honest thing I can say to you.
No.
It's hard to antagonize and persuade at the exact same moment. It's hard to antagonize and persuade at the
But
exact
I'm a
same
single,
moment.
unattended woman. I was
Yeah,
dealing with my group. I was just
This is the main problem. This is the main
I-
problem.
First Amendment protest. I'm all over.
But when I protest, I'm just visiting from out of
No,
town.
I'm not saying anybody's protesting.
I'm
I'm
a
just
single,
saying-
unattended woman. What threat am
We're
I?
having-
But you need to hear me.
To be
I'm
sure.
glad you're here. I'm glad
Sure.
you're here.
As a former,
Thank you for being here.
as a former,
hear me. This is sacred ground.
I agree.
But I
We
don't
like
even get
from
to tour
people
the
from all
sacred
over
ground.
the
These are
world.
And that's our
people
point.
I'm not
People from all over the
welcome.
world come here.
and that's the whole point. The point we're both trying to get at here
Okay, I'm
is
listening.
is the fact that this is a sacred place.
Right.
It
We're all
receives
Americans.
federal funds,
Yeah.
and we have not committed a crime, and we're not allowed
Yeah.
in here based on somebody else getting trespassed for not committing a crime.
Did you go to the event across the street?
No, we weren't welcome.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a
You
problem?
can
This
visit a
being
church.
sacred ground, that these
It's not like
officers
us
are
visiting
violating our
over
rights
that.
right now, not allowing us to come in?
I don't.
That's what the officers told us this
Yeah,
morning.
but I don't think anybody's violating your rights.
Yes, they are. If you can selectively let some people into a place that has federal tax money, that's a clear violation of our rights. And now if I was committing a crime, then they have every right to trespass me. But if I've committed no crime, they can't trespass me from going in there. So now we're being so. So would you walk with us in here because you're on the board? Would you walk us in because it's sacred ground and it should be open to everybody?
Yeah. No.
No, he won't. I know you
But
won't.
no. By the way, I know I'm on the board. I know where we get on. I like what you're saying about federal money, but we don't get federal money. It's not a federal facility.
You have National Park Service here. That's federal money.
No, that's fair, but
Yes.
but we raise our own money.
I do my research, guys.
The Jesuits control
So
the
so
bankers.
long story
The
short,
Jesuits
I'm gonna leave you
control
alone.
the
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
raise
leave you
our money.
alone. Are you gonna care? Are you gonna?
The Jesuits controlled the bankers.
One more
okay?
sec,
We
please.
know
Let me get
that
one more
for a
sec with this guy.
fact.
Okay.
Let me
The
get.
Herberts, the Rothschilds. I'm saying it right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
The Jesuits control the Freemasons. They
So-
control the money of the world. I said it.
The Jesuits.
Let me say one thing,
okay.
sir. Last thing I'm gonna say to you. Last thing I'm gonna say to you.
I want to say something to you.
Sure,
again.
sure.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me just say one more
And
thing.
your name is Turbin.
Yes.
And you
Let
need to
me
run-
say.
and someday you may run for public
I will
office.
never run for office.
Really?
Yeah,
if you,
never.
But if you do.
But if I do,
I've helped you.
yes.
It's Turbin time.
Yes, and
Okay.
I want your endorsement when I do run.
Yeah.
So
No,
as a
no,
member
wait
of
a minute, I don't like that. No,
Okay.
no, I'm just kidding. It depends on what he's running for, you know? Okay.
So can we go in because I haven't committed a crime.
Yeah.
These people don't know anything about me. I don't have a criminal record,
Yeah.
and I haven't committed a crime. They should not be able to tell me to not come in here.
Well, let me
Now,
ask
if I go in and commit a crime, kick me out.
I hear you. Now, let me ask you something. You said you've been here before.
Yes, sir.
Like last night or when?
No, I was here. I traveled the country, so I was here a few months ago.
Okay.
So can I go in?
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Yes,
in
thank
charge.
you.
No, I'm not in charge of that. I'm not in charge of that.
Well, you're on the board.
Yeah, let me go.
Could you ask people?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, dog. I appreciate you.
But hear me. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your name, sir? We've already been through all that.
It-
This guy here.
it's
No,
Turbin.
he's got it all. He's got
I got it. We got it. We got it.
Thank you, sir.
I try to walk
And so
around
this
with
is the-
left over the memorial. These good officers told me we weren't allowed. I'm not welcome.
You can't trespass a whole group of
I'm a
people.
single woman. I'm a threat.
I'm not even with these.
I'm a woman. I was walking by myself. I'm a threat. We're not welcome.
He's not gonna ask anybody.
How does it make, I know you guys are doing your job, but I mean, just how does it make you feel that like you're being asked to keep us off even though we haven't done anything?
He doesn't care. He just follows orders. He already doesn't care.
What do you think it's moral to just follow orders?
I took on my vacation. My man said, come back another
Can I ask you one more question, sir? What's the Third Amendment? Do you know?
I didn't say I was going to answer.
Okay. Do you know? Can you give me a hint that you know? And I'll leave. I promise. If you even give me a hint and it's wrong, I'm gonna leave you alone for the rest of the day. You don't know the Third Amendment. He doesn't know it.
Well, he might, but I mean, don't you feel like what you're doing is helping essentially defeat the purpose of
Guys,
the First Amendment right
one of the
now?
things they can get us with is, exactly, is obstructing the view that they can distort it. So just make sure there's enough space for people to come and go.
Thank you.
Moving against the First Amendment, doing what you're doing right now.
Can they trespass a whole group of people?
They can.
How?
Because it's private property. They can decide who's on their property and who's not.
Well, I just talked to the former DA, and he indeed told me that not only do they receive federal funds, but also the National Park Service is here.
It's not a national park.
Well, the National Park Service works here, meaning it gets federal dollars. And I have no problem with being trespassed if I do something illegal, but I haven't done anything illegal, and I'm not even technically with those people.
Well, I'm not with them. Oh. That's just.
So I shouldn't you understand, like if Belichick did something wrong, you shouldn't be punished for that, right?
Yeah.
If somebody that I just met this week did something wrong, I can't be trespassed for him committing a crime. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's
You see what I'm saying? Can I just
Yeah.
go in there and take some pictures and dip? Because I was in there earlier. Why not? Why
the
not?
security guards that are over those grounds have determined that y'all are trespassed.
But he can't.
Who can trespass you?
How?
They don't even know what name.
I
they
mean,
know who you are and what you're doing, and they can just say, "I don't want those people on our grounds."
They don't know
I don't
who-
know your name either, and if you come to my house, I would trespass you. I would say you're trespassing. Yeah, and this is private property. It's a private entity.
but it can't be private if it's receiving federal
It
funds.
is private.
Well, then kick the National Park Service out here then.
It's not a national park.
So you.
It's not.
Then
a
why is the
national
National Park Service there?
I have no idea. I guess
Okay, so then they need
run
to-
a museum or whatever. Yeah, they should leave. I don't know.
Are you going to force them to leave or just me? No, exactly. You're selective. And you know what the selective enforcement of law is? It's the definition of fascism. And you know what police officers, another definition of fascism is the merger of state and corporate power. It was exactly, if it's a private property, then that's exactly what's going on right now. And even a private company has to ask you to trespass me. I haven't committed a crime. I'm not that person right there. You have to be asked to trespass me, right?
They can determine who they want on their property and who they don't want on their property.
Even if they receive federal funds? No.
Private property. It's private property.
You can't,
They can be racial discrimination.
so they could racially discriminate too?
But you just said they can pick whoever they want.
So they could pick, so they could,
So they can practice racism.
is that true? They could practice racism? Because they could discriminate. No, so they can't.
So why can they do this?
So why can they have other forms of discrimination when we haven't committed a crime? Exactly. You don't know because there is no answer. And it's
I'm
received
actually trying to
federal-
read the guy's sign, but his flags are blocking.
Well, these guys just follow any orders.
Say a couple people came out and hung out